I think about women in the industry. We were talking about stuff like that.
Dear friends, dear fans, dear world, it is my pleasure to announce to you the next episode of Diva Vocal Asks, series of questions that can only be answered by influential people, people that matter to me, that have touched my heart. And one of these people is electronic dance music artist Eneli. She's a singer, songwriter, and beautiful performer and soul from Romania. And I got captured by her beautiful voice since the first time I heard. So let's admit, Eneli. Okay. Ah, there you are. Oh my God, I can't imagine how thrilled I am to finally meet you.
I'm so happy too. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So it took me ages to actually join a Zoom meeting. How are you? You look gorgeous.
In festive mode, it's what is the date? 21st of December. They say it's a very special date, a date where we have winter solstice, Saturn, and Uranus joining very close together. And
That's
I'm so happy you reached back to me, because I've been following you since your first hit, because you really touch my heart. And I believe this is what true artists are meant to do, to really touch the hearts of the audience and connect. And yes, all of your songs, all of your creations, and your beautiful soul is just radiant and touching me, and that's why I'm so excited now to finally get to talk to you. Tell me about you. Tell me how are you? You have beautiful haircut.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your beautiful words. It's the same. I have the same appreciation towards you. Well, my haircut is actually, I cut my hair. I did.
That's very natural. And did you do the coloring as well?
I did.
I love it. I love it. It's what is it? Steel blue?
Yeah, it's blue right now. I just do this, when I get bored. I don't know why. It's weird.
In Bulgaria, we have a saying that when a woman changes colors, she needs to change a man.
Wow, I didn't know about that. Well, yeah, I just changed my hair's color. I don't know. Recently, I've been doing it more often. I don't know why. I think it's just a pandemia thing. I don't know.
Tell me about the pandemic. How did it hit you? How did it strike you? What are the lessons and the revelations you reached so far? What did it do for the career?
Well, I think in the first 2 weeks, I had to stay in Bucharest by myself for quite some time. And it was weird, at the beginning, I just didn't know what to expect. And it was just confusing. But then I got used to it, and I actually became a bit more productive in terms of like learning. I just joined a master class on production. And once we could go out and do stuff, I went to the studio, and I've been working in the studio lately. It's still weird, because I don't know, it's getting a bit worse and worse here in Romania, but hopefully things will get better in the future.
It must have been very hard being alone in the beginning, because to me it seemed like it was the end of the world, and only music helped me to create. I created a song in Bulgarian of the kind "Don't worry, be happy" kind. And
Oh, that's so cool.
I was able to transform the energy, and through
Yeah.
we need to kind of stick together no matter the distance. And now through my Diva Asks interviews, I'm able to reach out to Romania, last week to England, to the States tomorrow, a very good DJ. But you said production. I know you have a solo artist songs, one of them in a very Follow Me, Follow Me.
Probably.
I
Hmm.
love that song. I love that song. Did you produce the music behind it?
So basically, I did that song when I was in London. I finished it when I was in London. I started it when I was in Romania, but I only wrote the melodies and the lyrics. The production, David, he is the producer from Romania, and he is the guy who produced the song. And I wrote the melodies and the lyrics. It's a very special song because it talks about um, you can say I don't know, the relationship with God, or the voice within yourself. It can be, yeah, it can be, the voice within yourself that says follow me. You should follow your instincts. You should follow the voice that is inside of you. And if for me it was God. I felt like I was going through some things, and I felt like that song was just a liberation. And it came to me in a very um you know it came at the right time. It's a very special song. I like it too, and I'm happy you like it.
I loved it. I felt you, the real you, because many times
Yeah.
when we collaborate, and me, of course, with over nearly 10 years of experience collaborating with different DJs, we get the different pitch, the different effects, the
Yeah.
different vision from the collaboration. But when you create everything yourself, and
Hmm.
then you can be more true. Was it
Yeah,
hard to
definitely.
build up your fan base, or to really launch your solo career?
Well, I'm planning to do that. I've been planning to do it for a long time, but I think honestly I feel like I see things very differently now. When I first started and I had the chance to work with producers, and I had the chance to work with Manuel Riva, who was, I mean, that was the first collaboration that went successful, for me, and it meant a lot. But I think at that time I was still very immature in how I was perceiving things, in music and the music industry. And I know I was very, when you start out, you just want to be, famous, and you just want people to know you and stuff like that. For me, it didn't go that well. It didn't go as I was planning. Like I would see myself like, oh, I'm gonna be so famous and that. It didn't go like that. It was very different. And I was at some point, I was disappointed because I had expectations. I just had very wrong expectations. And then I just learned about myself, the fact that I actually don't want to be famous. I I just want my songs to reach people, and a lot of people, but I don't want fame. And right now I'm working on my solo career, on my solo project. um is the same. I don't have any expectations. I don't want to be famous. I just want to release the music that I love. And then with other people, collaborating with other people, I'm just very open right now to that, because I'm learning a lot from others. And it keeps me very humble, to be in this position where I feel like, yes, I can write for someone else because I can just challenge myself as a songwriter. And it's not about the ego. No, I want to be famous. I don't want to do something, collaborate with someone else because da da da. I think that's just ego. And it took me a long, long time to understand that. And to understand that, um, as you said, when you collaborate, it can affect maybe your real voice in a way, maybe. But I think I see it from a different point of view. It can just add value, and you can just discover just different sides of you. If you do a song with someone and it's different from your genre, it's gonna make you, grow musically. So I think it's very important to, yeah, just look beyond that.
I'm really happy that you're so open and you're willing to discuss this, because for me, uh, I also reached this kind of challenge in my career, and my
Yeah.
goal was always like yours, to just connect through music and give my best. But what I faced as a problem after collaborating with DJs from Bulgaria, from Turkey, from Russia, from the States, is that uh, most of the times the DJ or the name first gets all the credit. And even though
Hmm.
we are writers of the song, I sometimes now, when I say we have even contribution for the song, so not only
Hmm.
lyrics are mine, but I'm a co-composer or co-songwriter. Many DJs,
Yeah.
they get shocked. The heart of the song is the melody, the voice, the lyrics. They go together. So uh, I see and I feel that, like in all the other areas of the world, issue that really hurt me when I realized as a child is the discrimination of women. In our field is also more, maybe 80%, 90% men, and
Yeah.
most many times our female singers, from the dance music particularly, they remain in the shade. They cannot sustain the career because of this inequality. So
Honestly, first of all, I do believe in equality, and I do believe in equal representation, and I do believe in the fact that not only musically, but it's just, something that is normal. If someone helps you, or, when you collaborate with someone and it goes well, then there's no point if you're not collaborating with each other, like mutually. Like if I do a song, let's say, with you, and it's on your project, then if we do collaborate well, you can do a song with me, and maybe it's going to be on my album. I don't see why there would be a problem in that. But it's not perfect. This is why I try, and I've been producing demos and songs. I've been co-producing now in the studio, and I'm trying to, develop myself more in those areas, even though I am a singer and songwriter. But it is not so often that you find women, in that position, as, I don't know, co-producers, producers, mixing engineers. And it's a bit weird, because I know a lot of talented women who do great stuff, but they're not recognized, for the work they do. And it's very important. If we can do that, we can just set an example and normalize these things, just make it normal. Like, a girl can produce her own songs, a girl can write her own songs, a girl can, record her vocals by herself. And it should be normal. It shouldn't look like a man's job. Like, it's very weird, but sometimes, if you say you're a producer, they expect a man. And it's I think it's just a concept. It's just something that has to change, as a concept. I think sometimes it's hard to maybe adjust to the industry and to the way it works, because indeed it's just, a commercial industry. And, if you don't understand the principles and the fact that, you know mm, unfortunately some things do matter. Some things make a difference, and sometimes it's not, women are not treated equally, or I don't know. I think once you set your objectives and you know clearly what you want. For example, if you don't want to go through that, you're free to not go through that.
I think we need to address the issue and try to really collaborate with producers that are willing to give back what they take.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes.
I remember I actually saw an interview with I think it was Rosalia, and I don't know exactly who else was in the video, but they were talking about all these things, women in the music industry. And I know that it's a general thing, you know, it's a general situation
Yes.
in the industry, and I think it is definitely important to educate, and it starts with each one of us. And definitely when you go into the studio, you can just, you know, change the narrative, and, you know, take.
Oh, I wanted to say that this is how I really look up to Romania, how the dance music developed there. And we in Bulgaria have this issue that we need to set a minimum percentage of songs produced in Bulgaria, like I think what happened in Romania. And that's how the music industry really grew. And I admire Ina a lot because
Mhm.
I think this is what she managed to do, to turn from a featuring artist into a main solo artist. And I really admire her. I'm happy and I'm proud she's also from Romania. By the way,
Mhm.
my grandma is from Romania, from Tulcha, and they moved to Bulgaria after the Balkan Wars. So
Wow.
I feel really deeply connected, and I think we're all one.
Yeah, definitely. That's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think Romania is definitely known for that type of music, mostly for the dance music, you know. And this is why I was saying I got the opportunity to work with um with producers, with DJs. I never imagined I'm going to make dance music, you know. I never in my life would have would imagine I would do that. But right now I feel like whenever I encounter any difficulties, I just learned a bit more to, you know, set limits and to say, okay, I want to do that, I don't want to do that, you know. And it's very important, because if people get, you know, if you hurt people's ego, then it's their problem, you know, it's not your problem. So
Yes.
my only concern is to be very true to myself and to my music, and whenever I do something, to make sure that people value that as much as I value other people's work, you know. I think it's if you start from that principle, if you just respect each other's work, then there is no
It's best
conflict,
to
you know.
address it in the beginning of a collaboration than much later. It's best in the beginning. These are my conditions. If you want, we can collaborate.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Eneli, tell me a little bit for your upcoming projects. What is the album date for release?
I'm not sure right now. I have to discuss with my management team. I didn't have a management team until now, and so we have to just schedule everything and discuss and go through it. I do have a lot of songs, and I'm planning to do an EP, maybe just focusing on making a lot of music, and the music that I like, that I believe in, and also working with other people, like writing on other people's projects,
Oh,
because I can then just experiment, you know, go more commercial. Maybe I can just play more, you know, and just challenge myself more to see what other sides of my creativity I can access.
it's a process. While you're going up, you take other people with you. For me, if you ever need a Bulgarian duet partner, I am really eager. Just
Thank
let
you
me
so
know.
much. That would be cool, actually. That would be really cool.
I believe you're a true diva, a true, real big artist. By the way, I forgot to ask, have you been on Billboard?
With Manuel Riva, yes, yes. I think it was back in 2016 or 17, I don't know. Yes, with that song with we've been in the Billboard dance chart. Yeah.
I met Manuel River. This was your business card for both of you. This is amazing sound, amazing top level. You guys collaborated on such a great level. You with your beautiful voice, lyrics, and him with the music. Amazing. It was magic.
Yeah.
Do you reply to all of your fans?
Honestly, sometimes I don't know what to reply to some people, you know, because they just ask me, sometimes they ask me like, I don't know, do you have a boyfriend and stuff like that? And I'm just like, am I supposed to answer? And I just don't answer to stuff like that. You know, just the idea that there are people in the world who listen to my music and who like me is just mind-blowing for
We
me.
love
I'm
you. We love you. You have 1 minute to make the wish, a Christmas wish for all of our fans and anybody that will listen to this interview of ours. Eneli, please say something. Wish to our audience.
I wish you Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays with all of your beloved ones. And I wish I will come to Bulgaria maybe next year if it's going to be possible, and perform with Diva. And yeah, and thank you so much to everyone for listening to the songs and for being
Sharing,
here.
liking, supporting.
Yeah,
We need that.
and just thank you for being, thank you for being, and just take care of yourselves, of your soul, and that's it.